Hi Fam Bam, welcome to Simplified Saturday. I wanted to share with you some ideas that you can apply to Mother's Day as a minimalist. She might not be a minimalist, but hopefully these ideas will help you make Mother's Day super meaningful and memorable. So I have to be super honest with you guys and say that I get super nervous when I do these videos. And I think the biggest reason is when I talk, I want to make sure that I'm giving you guys value. A lot of you guys probably don't know that English is my second language, and it's not an excuse, but I've gained a lot of really poor habits in the way that I speak from being around foreign people. And on top of it, I know that in the past, if you guys have been watching for a while, you know that I like to talk really, really quick, and my brain thinks really quick, and I've tried to slow it down just so it's a little more palatable, and so I flow in a way that is more receptive, but it gets really tough sometimes, and it makes me so nervous, and I feel like it kind of, in a way, removes the authenticity and the old school connection that we've had in the past, especially like in vlogs and stuff. Like the energy levels are so all over the place, but that feels really good to get off my chest and just admit to you guys. So I hope in the future, or as I move along, I can learn to speak just more fluidly, and I hope that you guys enjoy the cadence and the flow of these videos. So without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about the ideas that I have for Mother's Day. This one can be tough because not everybody's a minimalist and not everybody is going to want to celebrate holidays or their birthdays the same way that you as a minimalist would do. So these ideas are meant to put together in a way that can add meaning to them and that they would really appreciate, but you don't have to go against your philosophies of what adds value or participating in maybe consumer habits that you normally wouldn't. So the first one I have is set a date to bond, and this is doing something that she would like. So if she likes going to the spa or going camping, or maybe if you take her to a special seminar or concert, or maybe even just come to her house and make dinner for her. I know this sounds kind of counterproductive, but my mom loves shopping and I will accompany her on a shopping trip, and I don't spend money while I'm there. I'm not trying to support her shopping habits, but it's something that she really loves doing, and what I try to do is insert some meaningful conversations and maybe find something that really does add value to her that I'm willing to shell out the cash for as a result of her Mother's Day gift. The next thing on my list is to take care of something that she's wanted to have done in a really long time. This might be something as simple as painting the back of the house, or clearing all the stuff in the attic, or maybe sorting through some stuff in the garage, or having her rose bushes pruned. Anything that she's wanted to get done but keeps putting it off, if you get that done for her, it's like one of the best gifts that you can do for anybody. My mom wanted her sod replaced in the front yard, and she also had a staircase, like wooden staircases that she wanted tore up and replaced with carpet, and we did those for her, and it's something that she tells me every time she comes down the stairs and steps out on her front lawn, she thinks of us. So it was like the most amazing gift that we could get for her. The next thing on my list is creating a digital memorabilia, or like a photo album, and maybe this is just the media person in me, but I really love putting together art pieces. Maybe for you it's like scrapbooking or creating a quilt, but having like the printed pictures on fabrics. I've known people to do this, and it's like the most amazing gift to like print pictures of like memories. And thinking about it, I should have probably done this video a while ago because you're not gonna have time to do that, but you could do it and say that it's delayed if you're just thinking of this stuff now. But I like putting together like a digital album of like my favorite memories, and you can really spice this up by talking about the things that you really appreciate about her, or certain stories that you remember and what your best memories were with her as these photos pop up, and just like putting simple music with it, something really easy that you can do online. There's certain programs or apps, or even something as simple as iMovie can get it done. So the next thing on my list is to just take the time to have a meaningful conversation with your mom. For myself, I often look at my parents like they're old people, and they're not really old. Like, I've always seen them as old, right? So like when I was a kid, even though my mom was in her early 30s, that was old to me. And for some reason, I forget that old people are still people too, and they still have a life to live. Not saying my mom's old, but older people. They still have a life to live. They've had a past, a much longer past than us, and we still have so much that we can learn from them. I don't know every single thing about my mom. Every year I feel like I learn something new that I've never known before. And I'm like, why didn't you tell me that? So like having a conversation where you get to really know more about your mom, and the ideas that I like to really talk about are like what she's learned, if there's anything she would change, what her best memories are, and what's still on her bucket list. Lastly, I always turn to these favorite ideas of mine, and you've probably heard it in the past. I really like edible arrangements. I'm not sponsored. It's just something that I go to if I'm far away. And far away is a hard thing because you feel like you just have to get something for them, but just making a Skype call or even that digital album we talked about is something that you can deliver even if you're not present. But doing something like an edible arrangement is something that she can enjoy experientially. It shows up like a surprise. It's like a bouquet of flowers, but you add nutrition and enjoyment to her life, or you can make her something special. I know that the girls have been really into making bath bombs, and that's something that they would suggest making, but you could do something that is creative, that speaks to her, but is you. Or maybe try something new and it would be fun for her. Those are just some simple ideas that you can do to make Mother's Day more meaningful, even if your mom is not a minimalist. I hope you guys enjoyed them. As always, if you have any more to add to this list, stick it below. I'm sure the Fam Bam would love these ideas. And if you like this video, hit thumbs up and leave your questions and comments below. If you're new to the channel, thank you so much for visiting. Subscribe for more videos on how to create a life worth living by simplifying your internal and external spaces. I hope you guys enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you back here for Minimalism Monday. Ciao.